Before starting with what happened in this episode, I would like to give my thoughts on the overall episode. The episode really lived up to its hype with amazing animation and character design. And the CG was pretty good. Love the fact that there was funny moments and interactions with the characters. And I already loves the dynamic between Kafka and Ichikawa. I can't wait for the next episode to air. Now let's see what happened in the first episode. The story start out with a monster appears and our MC Kafka Hibino, who is working as a aftermath cleaning team, but he wanted to be a defenses officer and failed, so he gave up on dream of being defenses officer, and he thinks working as a cleaner is also helping people in a way, and he is making a good living out of it too. But after told to clean monsters' intestine, which he wasn't thrilled about, and he saw his childhood friend Mina Ashiro, who has become the captain of 3rd Division. He lays down on the bed and thinks about his childhood and how he and Mina promised to become a defense officer, but he ended like this and she became a very successful officer, which made him think, why is this happening to him, but he tried to not be too affected by it. This shows that he is not entirely happy with his current life. The next day when he went to work, he meets a new part-time worker, Leno Ichikawa, who is aiming to be a defense officer, and his co-worker told him about Kafka dream and how he gave up of it. This make Ichikawa mad and go off at him, which in turn make Kafka feel even more depressed about his life and anger at Ichikawa. On the first day of his work, he had to work with Kafka in intestine, which made Kafka happy because he thought that served him right, lol. But our Kafka is kind enough to give him trips to deal with the work, which make Ichikawa appreciate Kafka more and gave him thanks. After this, other monster appears out of nowhere and try to kill Ichikawa, but he was saved by Kafka and told him to go and inform the situation to the officer, but Ichikawa was not happy with, as he had to leave Kafka alone to die, but he went anyways. Kafka tries his best to defend the monster but wouldn't, and as he thought he was going to die, Ichikawa appears again and saves him, but end up both being in a bad situation. Now as they were doing to die, Mina saves them with her killer moves. The next scene was them in hospital, where Kafka thinks how useless he was, but Ichikawa told him he was really cool and thanked him for saving him life again, which make him feel better and wants to give his dream one more chance. But then a small monster appears and tells, "Found you," and enters into his mouth, making him a kaiju. A grandpa saw this and called officer, which was Mina, and she says, "I will eliminate it." That's how the first episode ends.